Hi, I'm Harriet Schwartz, and this is Connected Teaching, the 5-Minute Boost. And today I'm thinking about connected teaching on Zoom. And I'm also thinking about little Beagle snorts. So I wonder what it's been like for you. I know that for me, teaching this fall on Zoom, when I'm more accustomed to teaching in the classroom, has been this mix of moments where sometimes, often I think I'm very aware that we're on Zoom and I'm trying to sort of gauge, of course, how engaged students are and so on. And then there are these amazing moments, though, when we all sort of lock in and it just feels like teaching, right? And I remember, hey, I know how to do this and I love doing this. And there are those moments where it doesn't seem so different on Zoom. And so I'm thrilled for that. I think the pivot made me, like with many of us, it made me rethink classes, redesign classes. And so some of the asynchronous work that I developed that was slightly different than work we had done in the classroom previously has been fresher and engaging for students. And so by the time they come to class on Zoom, I think sometimes they're more energized by some of the podcasts they've listened to or videos they've watched, initial reflections they've done on Padlet and so on. So something else that really helped foster connection, and this wasn't really pre-planned very much on my part, as I started the first class of our second week on Zoom, the synchronous part, I decided sort of last minute to do a quick course assessment with students. So pretty quickly after we all signed on to Zoom and said our hellos, I organized them out into breakout rooms and I asked them to come back with, this is pretty standard, come back with one plus or one aspect of the course design, the assignment designs, the my communication, the materials, anything about the course so far that was helping their learning, and then to come back with one thing in all of that that was either an obstacle or is or could be better for them. And so I got them into breakout groups. I didn't drop into those groups. I just let them have some time together. And they came back really energized. It was interesting as each group reported back. Students were really paying attention to each other. I think they were really curious to hear what the other groups said. So it energized students. Secondly, it gave me some really good feedback. They pointed out some things in the LMS that weren't working well that I was able to fix. And they helped me see something in the way I was communicating the modules was confusing a lot of them, even though it made sense to me. And so I was able to fix that. Actually, what I did was I now do, and this is also not all that innovative, but I do a one-pager at the start of each week for each class. And that one-pager has a PDF, has everything they need. So all the links are there, deadlines are there, readings for the week. I give them a brief overview of what we'll do in the synchronous part of class. And I was doing that for one course, but not the other course, because I had developed this other kind of module guide that made sense to me, but wasn't working for them. And the one-pager has been very popular, and I'll put a link to the template down in the notes below. So made that shift based on their recommendation, and I've gotten really good feedback. Students posting in the discussion section of our LMS site saying that they really appreciate the one-pager. It's helping them keep organized. It's helping them keep clear on deadlines. I've also had far fewer, I think only one inquiry with a student who couldn't find something, and I wasn't actually able to put that link in the PDF, long story, but other than that, I'm not getting any more of those emails with students who can't find things. So the one-pager's definitely been a good thing. The week after I asked for their feedback, I also went back over the changes that I made with them, and so I think some other things it accomplished was it modeled asking for feedback, embracing feedback, and then implementing that feedback. Also, to be clear, I was clear with them when I couldn't make some changes. So one of the bits of feedback I got was that they felt like it was a little too much reading, and could I cut back? And I explained that part was pretty built in. There's a certain amount of material they do need to get through, and so on. So it wasn't like I just changed everything based on their feedback, but I took the feedback very seriously. Another benefit was the week that I asked for their feedback, I also asked them when we were done if they had a sense of why I was asking for feedback this early in the course. Often course evaluations are at the end. That's what they're more used to in our program. And they really got it. One student in each section, I think, said something about an awareness that I was trying to resolve any problems or concerns early in the semester so that they didn't build. And so I think for students to really recognize that is useful, again, for them in terms of thinking about the use of feedback. It also, I hope, showed them that I'm really committed to their learning and their success in the course. And then another benefit is that students seem to be taking more initiative about their own learning. So a couple of students in different sections emailed or posted to me and asked if I could post that one-pager a little bit earlier. I was posting it on Sundays, which made sense for me for the week, but these students pointed out that a lot of them do their work the weekend before, of course. So I've started posting those Thursday and Friday. I also feel like that asking for feedback this early, there was something very authentic about it. I hope they perceived my authenticity in asking for the feedback, and I felt like they were authentic in coming back with their feedback and in subsequent conversations where they've made suggestions about the course. And so I think that experience of authentic exchange early in the course has helped us, at least for me, it's helped me feel more connected with them, and I sort of sense it's opened doors for other conversations. So my connected teaching tip for today is to, if you haven't already, take some time, seek some course feedback from students, engage in that activity with openness and enthusiasm, and I hope it will help you feel more connected with your students. So if this video is helpful, please click like, please subscribe, please tell your friends, and take good care, and I'll see you soon.